EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60, take over.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards on the... And a great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They go play action here on 1st down. Here's a diving catch right side. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Come on, set. Dragon 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He's got the first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes? Yes.
Picked up by Boye Mafe.
So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Musgrave's got it out right.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
13 yards on the play. And the Broncos first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Raiders 7.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
19, charge.
On play action, they'll throw.
Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thornton. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Dante Thornton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Winslow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
21, Raiders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
21-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Cole now on to punt, and he sends this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. Bulldozes past him. And that's a pretty good one for the old average. 68 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw is Nix. He has it complete to Christian Watson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Broncos.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now it's Nix.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Well, quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Raiders' 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and a couple.
Now a handoff up the middle. Winslow. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Throw caught by Musgrave. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The kick is
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They're going to look to throw. All the up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Nick Bonito in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 19.
70 Lion.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Here's A.J. Cole now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is brought in at the 21. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without,
oh, what a juke into space. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Luke Musgrave,
72 yards.
and the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make the...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42, Raiders 14.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Here we go, here
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
I don't think you want to overthink in this situation. Either side of the ball, just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
From the 33, here's second down and 8. Nix to the air. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
Well, I think you have to forgive him just a little bit here because he's out of the pocket trying to make a play. But he rushes this throw and just wings it downfield right over the head of his wide open receiver.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Throwing Nix.
And the Raiders have got him. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game. And really, they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has not allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot. Find the
pressure comes, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
They'll set up a throw.
32-yard line.
Slant route, and he finds Thornton.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a look.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Raiders 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And a stoppage here. A timeout before this third down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third and 3.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Nick Bonito
Getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw.
downfield and caught by Thornton. He's to the 15.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Dante Thornton.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders are able to claw one back.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And that is caught. It's Winslow. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We're up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Denver.
They'll run on first down. Winslow. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Bombers. Oh, I said. Hey!
To throw, here's Nix.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Christian Watson.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40.
Looking to put a drive together.
70 Timberwolves.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here we go, set. 70 Lions. Trap 60. Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Nick Bonito. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fall all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The Broncos 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Goes 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Nick's going to tap this forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Captain. Hold on, son. Ready? Bombers. Olay.
Here's Nix.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Raiders 26.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. All the way down. Check out.
And they take a knee.
Come on. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their head